for Navi, because last year they won the Grand Slam, they recently won the Major. Yeah, there were like some maybe questionable games in the beginning of the year, but then like they reached the semifinals of Katowice, so I'm sure that they should go through. But you know, like when it comes to Group A, Group C, like all of the groups, we always had like two favorites, and somehow one would end up not going through, right? Like in week 1 it was G2, then in week 2 it was Vitality, then it was Big, and right now we have those two favorites. It's Navi and Heroic. At the moment, I'm like 99.999999% sure that Navi is going through, but there can always be that little but.
Heroic, I think, out of the two Danish teams in this group, are probably more easy to have expectations of, just because they look like they've been starting to refine and actually put the online fakey boy maneuvers where it feels like they've got such a read of the game and can react just like one kind of 5 players in one mind. They have that, and they're getting closer to looking like that regularly, especially in LAN, which we'll see this time in this week. For Astralis, Farley joining is a necessity. We needed to see an AWPer join this rank. Seeing Glaive flustered and frustrated as he tried to do what he was so good at whilst developing a brand new skill at the highest level, it just didn't click. And I think they knew that, and I'm just glad that the remedy's been provided, and Farley's quite an exciting prospect. I remember when he blew up on the scene, you know, Copenhagen Flames, and he was an exciting prospect. But this is like his big opportunity, and I'm sure he's going to seize it. Blaine surrounded by the old guard of Glaive and Zipex. You got Config for the muscle. I mean, like it's not hard to have expectations of Astralis.
So EG and Complexity are so different, because you have EG that has the core of 3 players that won a major title. On the other side, we have Complexity that have 3 players from Extrasol that have been just farming tournaments in North America like for like a year or maybe even more. So we didn't really see them on a global scale. So this will be maybe something kind of like new for them.
I would imagine there's a good upset potential for ENG, but they are outmatched, outgunned. The only way they can do this is hope that they've been under-researched, under-investigated due to people underestimating them. So like everything points towards ENG having a rough week. I think this group definitely has the potential to be some really high-quality Counter-Strike. Some of the head-to-heads are going to be really fun. It is the big dogs, and then it's the North America's question marks. EG and the boys from Complexity. I think both of those have new mixes of players and talent that is promising and exciting. I think everyone's excited to see Evil Geniuses back in the server, some real household names in that team. So like this is going to be a really good opportunity to see what North America's been cooking up into the new year.
So EG decided to keep 2 players from their previous roster, that being Cirque and Breeze, and right now they're in the state of where they're just trying to prove that they are worthy of this level. And they added 3 players that I'm sure are extremely hungry to prove that they are actually capable of winning major titles, or maybe like winning something like a Cologne or a Katowice title, because they have such a history. And I really, really hope that they're actually on the same level, maybe like their hunger is on the same level, because something that might satisfy Cirque and something that might satisfy Breeze might not be something that will satisfy Stewie, you know, like a person who won the major, that won the Grand Slam. So I just really hope that everyone will be in the end really happy.
I think passion is one of the biggest driving factors in Counter-Strike. It goes for everybody, for all players, right? This is one of the things, if you are extremely accomplished and you feel like you've done it all, maybe you're there because it's a job as opposed to it's a pursuit that you want to be the best in the world. You've already been to the top of the mountain, you already know what that feels like. But I would say that these guys are still competitors, relatively young across the board for the team. And if they can refine that passion and that love and that willingness to compete and be one of the best, then you could see this team definitely reignite that fire. I think when you know that Valorant's in the wings and there's other distractions, that becomes a problem. But if you can block all that out and you can put CS as priority #1, I think the EG still have the pieces here to be a threat.
I think that at this moment, Cirque and Breeze are really not confident about themselves. They're not confident about their skill because before the pandemic they were showing some great numbers, like Breeze was considered one of the best riflers, and then Cirque was doing really good when it comes like to the North American region, even though he is not from North America. But since then they didn't get the titles, and with the titles you put like a really big question mark next to your skill, like, am I actually good enough to even compete on this level? So like right now, with the help of 3 like really experienced players and with the help of a really experienced coach, I really hope that they'll bring back like the passion, they'll bring back like the love for the game and also confidence in themselves.
Strangely, I haven't given up on Breeze and Cirque yet. They haven't been showing the level that I think that they're capable of, and I'm hoping that's part of the distractions of all the roster changes and the chopping and changing within the EG camp over the last couple of years. Hopefully, right, within a new team, Malik at the helm, they've got Stewie there to be the life of the party, bringing Automatic back from Valorant, and then obviously Rush, who has a wealth of experience as far as European Counter-Strike from his complexity stint go. If they can get along first and foremost, and then they can get back to the form that they used to show of all of these players. They're never going to be at the 100% of their peak days, right? But they could definitely, as a unit, get back to some good form. I think that they can be a scary North American roster, but how far they can really go, I think only time will tell.
I think just confidence within ourselves, we're missing that. I think that's a bump along the road with any brand new team. Once you're trying to figure out your own style, your own identity, it could take a hit in your confidence because you're so focused on how we're gonna play as a team and what's the right decision, what's the wrong decision. And that comes from playing with experience. And once you get these LAN vibes out of the way, the LAN jitters, and once you really cement yourself into the game and really feel it out, and once everything flows naturally, I think that's where the confidence starts building. And every team, the best teams in the world, when they're the best, confidence is always flowing.
Alright, so I trash talk people in League of Legends to relieve my stress. That's
APOC, I hope.
I think. I have a black belt in Taekwondo.
We're gonna go with Frozen.
Yeah.
He seems like the silent but deadly type.
Yeah, he'll take us out. And then I measured my monitor with my mouse. The res.
Res?
Yeah.
Res.
No reason.
No reason. Our last 2 guesses.
And by process of elimination, I play with my monitor tilted.
APOC. No, not APOC. Which one is it? Crad?
Yeah. Crad.
Crad. I'm gonna look this up after. Make sure we're right.
Fact check.
Yeah.
The answers are, Crad has the black belt in Taekwondo.
Oh, we're off. At that point, I'm fucked. Everything's off.
So you would Frozen trash talk people in League
All
of
wrong.
Legends.
We got it all wrong. It's okay.
APOC does play with his monitor too.
Oh yeah, we got one.
We got one. We're not here for the answers. We're here for the
You changed that to Crad again.
Yeah.
APOC to Crad. But you did get Rez measures his monitor with his mouse. That's
Okay.
correct.
Alright.
2 out of 4. That's not bad.
That's 1 out of 4, isn't it?
1 out of 4, yeah.
Oh, 1 out of 4. That's
Yeah.
not bad.
We worked with a 4 now. Alright. 25%. It's not a
It's not
passing
that
grade.
bad. It's-
And welcome back para sa ating ESL Pro League Season 15 brought to you by Lupon WXC, Phosphor Gaming, and The Armory. And for tonight, kami pa rin ang inyong makasama. Ako nga pala si Ventus and I'm with Boss Solo Rank.
Good evening everybody, and for our first series, mukhang magiging sobrang init to, no? Talagang Ego versus Astralis. So the new bloods against veterans natin, no? Dito sa side ng Astralis.
Yep. And performance ng Ego yesterday, very very surprisingly, no, na-dominate na rin complexity a clean sweep, reverse sweep 2-1 from a 0-1 deficit. Pero let's see, this time around Astralis naman. Pero nakita rin na rin kasi natin maglaro tong Astralis, and we know how
Mm.
much damage they can do mentally, especially
Mm.
pagdating sa mga um, mental battle nila, no? And
Yep.
we'll see, no, kung sino nga ba talaga magta-top up pagdating sa dalawang team na. Pero sino bang tingin mo, Boss Salorang?
Ayun nga, kaya gaya ng sabi mo, Astralis, hindi rin talaga basta-basta sila dito, firepower-wise. And also, yung kanilang pagiging veterans at experienced player. And siguro makakita tayo dito ng mga mid-round calls coming from Glaive. Alam naman natin, Glaive, yung playstyle ng Astralis is more on ano talaga kuha muna ng information, ilan ba yung tao dito sa site. Kung dalawa lang dito, 5 naman tayo, pwede na natin pasukin ng 5 tayo, lang, trade kill na lang, di ba? Basta mabilis yung trade kills dito ng yung mag-titiside mamaya or mag-attack or Boss Ventus. Pero let's see. I think for our first map, it's gonna be... May mapa na ba? Ito, meron na pa. Merce map. For our first map, it's gonna be Mirage.
Mhm.
So, hindi naman tayo bago dito sa Mirage since Ego. Di ba nga, nung last, cast natin, hindi ko talaga makakalimutan yun, men. Grabe. The 7 OT
Yep.
rounds. Grabe yun, men. So, tingnan natin kung same init pa rin yung ipapakita ng Ego dito against Astralis or Astralis. Siguro may mga ikakama pa rin sila na mga bago dito against Ego.
Pero very interesting, Danish versus Polish for this matchup, and nakita kasi natin Polish CSGO, the new breed. Malakas din talaga. And nag-play safe sila this time around on their map picks. They picked Mirage, unlike for their previous 2 matches, ang first map nila na pinipick, which is Dust 2. And they're getting destroyed terribly sa Dust 2 map na pick nila. And this time around, Mirage, medyo nag-play safe sila. Siguro, hindi talaga para sa kanila yung map na Dust 2.
Hindi, malay mo, dito. Ay, hindi, Ego pala yung pumik ng Mirage, no? Akala ko Astralis kasi...
Ego pumik ng Mirage.
Kumbaga, confident map ata nila itong Mirage, no? So, let's see kung ano nga ba yung mga mangyayari. And mukhang mag-i-start na rin naman tayo. And ito, yung ban at peak from our both teams. Ego, ban Overpass, Astralis, ban itong ating Vertigo. And yung first 2 maps, Mirage and Nuke. And Ego, ban Dash 2, and also Inferno. So, the decider map will be Ancient, no? So, not bad, no? Kasi, ang dami ko rin nakukuwang play na dito sa Ancient, di ba? Mga key points talaga na kailangan makakontrolin na side. Or early rounds, yun agad yung default niya.
Yep, and Ego, looking at their Ancient performance, they have 25% win rate, no? Pero sa match nila yesterday, they showed pressure on their city side and somehow managed to get the score na very, very close during the first half on their T side. So, very, very interesting matchup to. Astralis and Ego. New blood versus our one of the kings dito nga sa CSGO.
Tama ka dyan. Pero, let's see pa rin, no? Astralis dito since they have new coach and a new lineup. Kung same pace pa rin yung pagiging slow pace kagaya nga nung sinabi ko kanina, or pwede silang dito more on contact play pa rin, di ba? Pero yun na nga, for our pistol round, Liman, 1 flash para sa kanya, and a decoy from Furlan, no? And for the side of Astralis, they don't have kit. Mukhang papalagan nila ito ng barilan nito na config. Nakakuha agad ng isa dito pero yun lang, na-trade agad dito ni Fico. So down to 6 na nga lang natitirang depensa dito sa ating Vincere. Pero the backstab won't work for the side of Ego. And just like that, 1-0 agad. Isang mabilisang depensa para sa side ng Astralis. No? Kumbaga, isa lang yung nakuha ata sa kanila eh. Then 4 members is nag-survive dito sa ating first up boss Ventus.
And hindi nag-work since ang ganda ng hold na aggression na pinakita di sa may ating B apartments. And Astralis will get that round and ano ba? Ego, they tried always to go for the rush on their eco. Pero eto, Glaive will get the double kill and Blamef will get the final kill and just like that. 2-0. Agad tayo and Ego mukha tang mag-warm up muna sila by those rushes. And this time around, buy round tayo, 5 AKs with some utilities. 8 flashes in total for the side of Ego. Mukha tang either they're going for the fake push sa A site natin or lalaban nila utility for that mid control. Pero eto, 2-1-2 setup. Actually, 1-2-2 setup for the side of Astralis. Pero Fire League will take the head of ultimate just like that. Wala pang 10 seconds na nakalipas and lagas agad ng isang miyembro ang ating Ego and Liman gets that down to 60 HP. Pero Furlan versus Sipnix dito sa may ating C apartments and Sipnix, he knows na merong isang tao dito sa may ating apartment area. Although the bomb is still dropped towards the spawn ng ating T.
And a good Molotov, to make the players na naglalaro doon sa Palace na mag-back bigla. And dahil na nga 3v5 tayo dito, Boss Ventus, and the Glaive. Nice information coming from him. Pero yun lang, nag-whiff na naman Molky. And Ego, hindi nagiging maganda yung early start nila dito against sa Astralis. And nakikitang-kita mo, the double pick will work for the side of Astralis. No, Farley, kitang-kita mo naman ang init agad ng mga member dito ng Astralis, men.
Pero time and time again, nakita naman natin, Ego, magpapagbubog lang sila sa una. Tapos pagdating ng second half, doon sila babawi. And pushing this to overtime. Pero we'll see kung ganun nga ba ulit ang gagawin nila. Or talagang malamig lang sila against Astralis. Pero eto, the rush play coming in for Blamef with this AK. Medyo mahirap pagka napitasan kagad sila ng isa dito dahil they're on their eco run. Upgraded dito lamang pero Liman.
Yun lang.
With on Farlig pero Blamef with that flash. Kaso nga lang ultimate agad for the trade and just like the 3v4 situation, magkakaroon ng free rifle upgrade dito pero Glaive hindi niya hahayaan na makapitas pa ng isa dito and Glaive will get a double kill. Although he's tagged down to 7 HP pero Fiku will take on Glaive. Now 2v2. Meron ng AK etong si Fiku natin. Pero Fiku will get the head of Sipnix and eto na nga. Config. Wrapping around from the T-spawn. 1 minute and 4 seconds on the clock remaining. Marami pa ng oras ang ating Ego for the bomb plant. Pero let's see kung i-expect nga ba nila na magpo-push up si Config from behind.
Narinig ata.
Narinig pero nakita na dito ni Ultimate Config. Masyado siya nagmadali. Kasi wala rin naman siyang diffuse kit. So, kailangan talagang madaliin yung pag-retake ng ating site.
Yep. Pero nice try pa rin dito kay Config. No? Talagang kailangan niya rin talagang madaliin yun eh. Talagang mauubusan ka ng oras. Since dalawa pa yung kalaban mo, pag nakuha mo yung isa doon, possible na maghahanap ka ulit eh. Diba? Then pero mababurn talaga yung oras pagka ganun.
Sayang kasi man advantage na sila eh.
Yun nga eh.
Dito on eco round ng Ego.
Nasobrahan sa asim si Farlig dun sa underpass. Pinabadan masyado. And imbis na sa kanya work yung Molotov, napaganda pa sa Ego, men.
Since naka-over up yung vision niya dun, no?
Pero let's see, Ego, second buy round. Let's see kung nakapag-adjust na nga ba sila doon sa ginagawang depensa sa kanila ng Astralis dito, no? Pero ito, config, anong ginagawa mo behind the smokes? Alam mo namang ano yan eh, di ba? Common play na binaverstan talaga ng spray ng EG para ano, at least makachamba man o hindi, at least ano, di ba? Tinry mo. Uy! Pero the smoke, ha?
Milky with that flash pushing up towards the stairs, pero Blame holding pa rin siya. Dito sa may ating jungle and he's gonna push up, kaso nga lang nag-whiff yung kanyang shots doon, and Milky will take on Blame by that Molotov. And just like that, Slipnix, nagkamali pa nga ng pick doon si Liman, pero Furlan nakapag-lurk up na siya towards this B site. And B site is now open. The retake is on for the side of Astralis. Glaive pushing up towards this B short. Meanwhile, Fireleague with his AWP holding pa rin dito sa may ating market area. So that's gonna be the flash and the swing. And ultimate will take down Glaive. And it's all up to Fireleague to save up this AWP.
Nice flash yun, no? Talagang Fireleague at Blame and also ito nga si Sipnix lang yung nag-upgrade ng pistols dito. Pero nice flash. Pero Fireleague will take down ito si Forlan. And the Forlan
sayawan yung spray down.
Masyado kasing ano, masyadong binabadan ni Forlan yung spray niya doon, kaya medyo naabutan pa siya ng crosshair dito ni Fireleague. So let's see, 4v5 situation and the config na recover na rin dito yung A-game dito ni Furlan, no? And
pero I think lagi niya kasing ginagawa yun eh. Smoke, B apartments, tapos i-spray niya. So nabasa na to ni Farley. So inantay na niya matapos yung spray, tsaka siya nag-pick dito. Pero Farley again will take down Liman.
Ayun lang.
Config from this bench area will take down two members ng Ego and insult to ultimate with this AWP 1v4 situation. 43 seconds on the clock remaining. He needs to go for the plant here. Kaso nga lang, he will miss his shot dito.
Oh my. Ultimate. Sayang kung tumama yung shots na doon against doon sa isang member ng Astralis na nasa sa close palos. That would be a possible na clash para sa kanya since config. Hindi lang din tumama yung second shot niya doon, pero ini-expect niya na nandun na yung isang member ng Astralis that time. Pero let's see Astralis makakuha sila ng bawi dito against Ego, and let's see kung magiging worth it nga ba. Pero Blame dito nakakuha na ng isa. And still
Blame trying to go aggressive dito sa may ating pero Glaive for the backup from this connector area, and he will take the head of Pico dito, and Blame again with that off angle. He will take the Liman, pero hindi niya narinig ata yung pag-scope up dito ni Ultimate, or hindi niya natansya yung pagkawala ng smoke dun sa may ating cut area. So in-expect niya na meron pa rin smoke dun and covered up pa rin yung vision ni Ultimate. That's why he tried to go for the back away going to the connector. Kaso nga lang, very unfortunate na wala agad smoke. Pero I think hindi sila yung nag-smoke nun kaya hindi rin nila na-timingan.
Tama ka dun. Pero ito 4v2 agad tayo. Basta Ventus Ultimate at Furlan na nga lang yung natitira dito for the side of Ego, and very doable pa naman to since Glaive, he only have 13 HP left. Baga makuha lang nila itong si Glaive, okay na. Pwede na silang ang post-plant situation na lang. Pero config will cut off guard ito nga si Ultimate, and just like that 5-2 agad ang ating magiging scoreline, boss Ventus. Isang mabilis na rounds dito para sa Astralis. So let's see, unti-unti na sila magkakaroon ng momentum, no? So I think Ego, they need a post, no? Since 2 buy rounds, then dun sa incoming rounds papag-usapan agad nila, diba? Pero wait nga, let's see. Ego, they will only have upgraded pistols. Si Ultimate lang yung magsisave dito. Mga Glock lang muna siya at ipon pang AWP doon sa ating buy round next round. And for the side of Astralis, no? Fire League. Naku po, 1 HP left. Pero, blame nung ginagawa mo, Nutneck. Yung kanyang spray and the multi. What? Nakuha agad yung heads dito ni Config. And pwede pa to Boss Bentos
Pero 3 members rather is low on HP for the side of Ego. Pero Furlan iiwasan niya yung off dito ni Fire League, and Fire League is 1 HP. Pero Sipnix will take down Milky just like that for the 3 situation, and Glaive will take 2 heads, will take down 3. He will take on 4 as well, and just like that, Glaive with that cleanup dito sa may ating A site.
Ang linis ng spray from Glaive. Kitang-kita mo naman parang wineles yung mga member ng Ego dito, no? Talagang nabura agad Nabura agad sa mapa
Sabi ni, and it's costing them their round. And Ego, mapapatay mo sila. And looking at the odds dito sa atin, times 6 for AGO and 1.11 naman for Astralis. Pero yung mga bet lords natin dyan, mga nagbet sa AGO, there's still hope, no, na makakuha kayo ng mataas-taas na payout. And we're heading to our round number 10. Gun round. For Astralis, full buy round sila. And for the side naman ng AGO, they only have 1 Galil and 2 Scouts. Tapos 2 Deagle. Let's see kung ma-work out na ito Pero si Far League holding dito sa may stairs area. Pero Glaive will get the head of Milky. Pero Liman will take on Far League, missing the shot. Pero Blame F for the trade para kay Fico, and just like the 3v3 tayo, double scout pa rin for the side of AGO, and no commitment yet dito, pero Blame F will deny the push of Liman, and ultimate and Furlan na lang titira for the side of AGO, and he needs to back away. Kaso nga lang Config, nakuha niya yung AWP dito ni Farley, pero Furlan from Palace, 2v1, 1 minute and 4 seconds on the clock remaining. And the bomb is dropped. This is may ating A-main. Therefore lang, wala sa kanya yung bomba. Trying to get out of Palace.
Yep. And also, nice timing yung pag-pick doon ni Blamep talagang na-auto guard niya. Itong last member ng AGO. Tangkita mo naman pagkatalon. Nako agad. Pero let's see Astralis dito talagang hindi na nila hinahayaan na makakuha pa ng rounds itong Ego, no? Talagang dinideny na nila yung momentum na pwedeng mangyari mamaya.
Barley.
Tinatanggalan nila ng moral, Boss Bentus.
Kasi napanood nila yung mga previous matches ng AGO, even though they're down by 10 rounds, nagagawa pa rin ng AGO makahabol. And nanginginig lagi yung kung sino man yung team na lamang na nakatapat nila, no? And the pressure ng AGO instead na nasa kanila, binibigay nila sa kalaban nila. Pero ito, utilities being thrown. This is may ating mid area, and Blame F slowly lurking up this may ating nest area, pero Glaive holding pa rin siya dito sa natin connector, and alam nila na may tao dito dahil narinig yung damage ng Molotov doon, and ultimate will take on Glaive. Pero Furlan nakapag sneak up na siya towards these stairs. Pero Farley makikita niya yung likod ni Liman. 4v4 situation. 43 seconds on the clock remaining. Kaso nga ng Furlan will take on Config and Blame F. No info yet from this guy kung saan nga ba nanggaling ito si Furlan. Pero Furlan trying to go for the pre-fires. Pero this is gonna be a good timing for Blame if ever. Pero Sipnix will take on Milky and just like that 3v3 tayo. And Furlan